Sorted. Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. That is coming through on Zoom, right? Morning, guys. Hope you're doing good. Last week of the month, a fresh Monday. Hope you guys are well. And hope you've had a good weekend. Let's get straight to the charts, guys. Let me just get that browser source up quickly. Guys, on Zoom, because I know YouTube's fine. I can see it. You guys can hear me, right? Should be able to. Lovely stuff, guys. Let's get the show on the road. Let's start off with gold straight away. I see GJ is also out of that that zone that we've been watching. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I see GJ is out of that zone that we're watching, boys. So I would like to do a run through on that as well. Seeing that we are at a fresh week. But good morning to everybody. Mark, Chad, Charles, Yannette, Vince. Morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's quickly get straight into gold. Okay, as I've been mentioning for a while now, gold is within range, right? So you've got that weekly low over there, you've got your weekly high over there. Technically, it is in a range, right? This is what it is doing. However, with us struggling at these highs now popping above the level of 2350, right? Getting to that point and starting to reject so much. With last week's closure on that Friday, closing below the QP level of what is this, 23.25, that's already showing to me that that weekly resistance is relatively strong, right? So even though we see price within the range like this, we can definitely see price is losing momentum at that resistance point, guys. And if I'm not mistaken, that's that daily resistance as well. Yes, it is. So literally Thursday went and closed outside the daily range. Friday brought us right back below that level. I think today we kind of already see what we're going to be doing, right? It's quite straightforward. Looking at this weekly, guys, I'm going to anticipate that as it can re-break its current low, we can look for short positions. On the contrary, if it does not do so and it starts breaking Friday's highs, which is going to be then the weekly high, the weekly open at 23.32, I will then anticipate price to drive to the upside. But already with the idea of me seeing that price is rejecting these highs so much, it's showing me that we have a lack of buyers in the market. Well, convincing buyers. Like, we're getting those buyers in, obviously, but at the end of the day, how is it weekly closing? That weekly is losing that momentum. So this is something that I really want to focus on this week and start to see that we break these lows. So come down here either to reject or come down here to break those lows and continue further down. Obviously, if we start driving from this point, it's going to be then just that range. But now with me just seeing price struggle at this price point, which we have multiple times, the right away idea is going to be if we break the current weekly low, which is Monday morning, which is today's low, I'll anticipate shorts to the downside. So when I come to this daily, the first thing that I'm going to do is pop in my current daily low. But now, do you see the difference here between my current daily low and my previous daily low? It's actually not past my previous daily low, so I'm gonna rather pop it over here, guys. Rather gonna pop my my low over there. Why is it not changing? Okay, I don't know. Because there's no point in it breaking its current day low, but it's still gonna, you know, maybe possibly bounce off Friday's low. So I'm rather mark out Friday's low, because Friday's low did give an engulfing to the downside, did close below that quarter pip. Today's current candle is retesting that QP level of 23.25, with price also now tapping into that bodily support. Did you see that? At that level of 23.27, that's where price struggled at the bodies of the previous liquidity zone. Okay, so that is also something I need to take into consideration. I just want to make sure that my bias is 100%. Okay, daily is 100%, and weekly only flips down here, down there. So we are still overall bullish on that weekly and that daily. However, the 4 hour is still bearish, because my last significant high is there, my last significant high low is there. So this doesn't matter to me. That pullback doesn't matter. Until it breaks that high, we are still bearish. And obviously, if it breaks that low, we'll be continuing the bearish structure. So this for me could be price also pulling back to that liquidity zone, which we now know is also my daily liquidity zone right there. So if price can pull back to that level and start rejecting and then break its own lows right now, we will definitely be looking for shorts, guys. So I'm going to have a look at the 30 minute, but off the higher time frame, understanding once it grabs liquidity there, forms resistance there on the lower time frame, as price comes down, we can understand that it could overflow to that quarter pip level of 2300. So let's see what that lower time frame suggests, and then we can start looking forward. I just want to start marking out my 4-hour zones now already, so I can use that as a guide. So this will be that 4-hour support right now. I want to pop in this one as well, because this will be that immediate target. And then you'll see that the resistance isn't there yet on the 4 hours. So what I'll do is I'll use a previous 4-hour liquidity demand zone to understand that that could be the possible supply area it needs to tap into before it can drive away. So that's going to be my 4-hour zones for now. I will add in if it does break these highs, because I'm going to give you guys a different explanation as we go on. So 30 minutes, we can clearly see that price is retesting these liquidity zones. Let me just tweak these zones so they're just a bit more clearer. And in this, I'll pull down there. Sorry, let me check this out. Yeah, so the understanding here, guys, is literally seeing that price is now pulling back to the quarter pip level, which is also that daily liquidity zone. I'm going to anticipate that price can start rejecting off of this area to overflow to the downside. Okay, so let's have a quick chat about how we'd catch possible sells, and then we'll look at the contrary if price had to continue driving up. So this will be the confluences for the shorts as I now go into these. Okay, my areas, so now I can start working with how I could get into the market, right? So as I've mentioned, I'm just going to run through it again. We do have the weekly closing below the level of 23.25, right? Then we have today's current candle, which is obviously a weekly and your daily, so it's a good understanding to see that we've made the low, popped up, made high to re-break that lows. That's going to be already a confluence for me. Okay, same thing on the daily. The daily already made lows and highs. If it's going to re-break its own current low and Friday's low, I want to anticipate price to short to the downside. Now where we are in that micro 30-minute range right now, as you would have seen. So we can look for an early aggressive position. However, I think the best is going to be to wait for price to break these lows. However, it's an 80 pip zone, so even though that will be the best move, I think we can look for a little bit more of an aggressive position earlier into that range if the setup is there. Okay, otherwise we'll just have to wait. So confluence for the more conservative entry will be the break of Friday's low. The 4-hour does not have resistance yet, but the 4-hour is tapping into a liquidity zone over there. Personally, I would like to see that 4-hour pop in, break those highs, and then we start looking for positions down. That would be something nice to see. However, if it does start to drive from let's say a broken 5-minute support after a 15-minute confirmation or 30-minute confirmation, that would also be fine. So for me personally, guys, it's either or. It can either tap into the liquidity zone, which I would prefer, and then price get down, and then I'll take it. Or price just continuing now to possibly break those 30-minute supports. Okay, so then coming to the 30-minute, I actually just want to shorten these zones just so I can be a bit more zoomed in while I am looking at the chart. 30-minute level, you can see price is retracing like this. So as price comes up, you've got your, let's say, micro support over there. Price does break that. Price is now retesting in anticipation that as it now taps into this 4-hour / newly formed 30-minute resistance area, price can continue down for something like that, and price should roll over for about 50 odd pips. Now looking at the levels, it is a bit choppy. So that is the thing when looking for my early aggressive entries, but we obviously can see a possible setup happening. Okay, so I'm going to add in my 30-minute zone over here actually, because this I'm going to use as a confirmation. So I'll have my zone like that on that 30-minute, understanding that I already have a confirmation candle over there. Can you see it closing below that area? That is already the confirmation candle for me. Next candle is popping up after that bottom wick has formed. So honestly, now already, if price goes ahead and breaks that low, you do have a possible setup as a type 3, something like this. Okay, I think I'll actually do stops about 31, and by the time you get to that low wick, you've got 16 pips already. However, I would like to see this area to the left hand side. You see this area? I would like to see that area over there be broken to, you know, give you more of a confidence that it could go down. So that TP there is definitely going to be 10. And you know what? I might actually take this early position over here, boys. I know it is early in the stream, early in the session, but this makes a lot of sense to me as I am breaking this down as we go ahead and possibly flip this current 30-minute candle. You'll see that we've got that 30-minute closure below. You also have a 15-minute closure below, a retest. So my understanding would be that as price now re-breaks that 15-minute low, which it shouldn't, right? I would anticipate price to go further down. However, as you can see, this current 15 does not have a top wick. Do I like that? No. So preferably I would want to see that candle make a top wick. However, I will be aggressive today and not wait for it if it does start to drive to these lows, in anticipation that price should continue to the downside. The only risk that is posing against me is that there's no top wick. However, the previous 15-minute candle I'm seeing as a liquidity grab, as you can see over there. So price grabbing liquidity. This is then price obviously continuing to the downside. We also have that 5-minute floor that we have broken over there. So this is that break, that pullback for price to continue to the downside. The only thing that is a con on this position would be that as price taps over here, there is that level of 5-minute liquidity, so it might even be wise to wait for price to close below there and then go and get involved. The only issue with that is we might miss the move because of the closure. So the bigger confirmation is going to be the flip of this 30-minute that's happening right now. As it gets to my entry point, I will then execute in anticipation that price can just continue going further down. So that is what I'm looking to do, guys. I'm looking for entry around the level of 23.11. So 23.11. Okay, it'll be a manual execution for me in anticipation that price has grabbed liquidity as a type 3 position, and I'll open up to run down to that support level over there. And that is me taking the position right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be my TP1 right over there. And we'll then run the rest of the position all the way down. Let's see how she goes. I'm currently in the position 23.11. We've got 10 pips that we want to see be tapped as our TP1. At 10 pips, I'll then go to break even on the position, and then I'll let the rest run. Okay, TP2, I'm going to target these lows right there. So those lows right there, that is going to be my TP2. Regardless of the pips, I just want to see price get to the bottom of that range, and that will be my TP2. That's going to be about 21 pips. Okay, so I am in this position on gold shorts right now. Let's see how she pans out. Stop loss for me, as I mentioned, is going to be here. It's going to be a 31 pip stop. Obviously I can risk a bit more if I want to, but I'm fine with that 31 pips there, boys, because for me personally, we had a bottom wick on this 30-minute, right? Price then came up, grabbed liquidity. Okay, if price is going to make that low to re-break its high again, personally I don't want to be in the position even if it is just a grab of liquidity. I don't want to be in the position. So today it's a beautiful 31 pip stop loss. I'm very chuffed and happy with that. I'll anticipate that price should continue driving after we have now grabbed liquidity on pretty much all the time frames that I need. Okay, in anticipation that this is that type 3 where price has tapped into the 4-hour liquidity zone to grab liquidity, and now it is the time to drive down. Now it doesn't have to drive down all the way, but I will anticipate that it can fill that wick for me over there. Where we are stuttering at the moment is at that mentioned 5-minute support that I did mention to you guys, as you can see over here. But the thing is with this, and why I didn't wait for the closure, is a lot of the times, guys, when you have such a big move that grabs liquidity, right, and it pops up, grabs liquidity, by the time you get that confirmation on the 5, the move might be gone. So that is the risk that you have to take when getting into these positions at a point like this. Okay, as we know, type 3 is the aggressive counter trend position. Okay, right, drop a W in the chat if you understand the analysis as well as why I am in the trade. Let's see who gets that. Fajola, good morning. Grant, good morning. Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, so there's the early trade for me, guys, just because I saw the setup right there as I was breaking down the charts. It made total sense for me to take it. My edge arose, my type 3 edge arose, and this is a trade that I'll take with my eyes closed every day. Okay. I'm liking the stop on it as well. Obviously, it could be higher, but for me personally, guys, like I mentioned, for the candle to have a low, to make a large upper wick, to re-break that low, I don't want to be in the trade if it comes and breaks that high even. You with me? So I'm going to have that 31 pip stop. And this is my trade for the morning. Let's see how she plays out on this fine Monday. Okay. TP1, I will go to break even and secure partials. So we can obviously see that liquidity area to the left hand side, and that is why we do that slight stutter. However, we should be good enough to continue further down to get that wick fill on the left hand side. So that's why I'm anticipating the wick fill, and what I'll then do is also see that as a TP1 for me. So guys, with price now pushing what is at 9.9 pips, yeah, 9.6 pips into profit. I'm gonna go to break even right here. I'm not gonna lose this position, just because it was so close to my TP. I wouldn't want to be stuck in the position if this was just price grabbing liquidity to turn back up, seeing that there is no top wick on that 15-minute. You guys understand? So we got about 9.6 pips on the table there, literally 0.4 pips away from my TP. This is how I'm managing the position today. I am at break even on the trade. I'm not going to go and lose that trade when it literally is 0.4 pips away from target. Okay. If I get stopped out at break even, we can always just look for a re-entry on the position. But for me to go back into drawdown now, for this to possibly be a losing trade, I would see that as bad trade management. So I'm in break even in this position right now, guys. Whatever happens, happens. Okay. Also, we don't have a topic on that 15-minute. I don't want to be caught in anything. Okay, Mike is stopped at break even. Okay, that's me out at break even, guys. Okay, so that trade ran all the way like just to my TP, like literally. We got about 9.4 pips running on that position. So for me personally, I'm quite fine with going to break even on that position, because I wouldn't want to be in this trade now where it gets so close to that target point and then makes the top wick, and then we're going to draw down and possibly lose the position. You know what I mean? Good morning, Basam. Short shorts, yeah. Look, you got two jobs as a trader, guys: managing the position and then also taking the profits, eh? But I mean, we can visually see that liquidity zone right there. So we've got about 7 minutes to closure here, boys. 7 minutes to close here, and I will look for a re-entry if we start to break these lows. Okay. Let's remove this quickly. So if price does come now and breaks these lows, I will look for that re-entry, because remember, this is still that 30-minute confirmation over there. We just got in aggressive because we had little to no bottom wick, and as it would flip, we'd anticipate price to continue further down, right? So that conservative entry is still on the table, which is there. And then let me just see how big that stop would have to be. The stop would have to be 42 pips. So a larger stop loss, but our turnover would be around that support level of 35. So this is where I'm looking for that next entry if price does start to drive. We have closure in the next 5 minutes. Does everybody understand why I went to break even so aggressively? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand how I went to break even so aggressively. Perfect. You see what's happening, guys? Let's hit that like button. Let's subscribe to the channel if you're here for the first time. We do this every day, live on YouTube, Monday to Thursday, and then Monday to Friday with the private MFX group. $50 people watching. Let's get that likes up to at least 30. Got about 4 minutes left to closure. Let's update this quickly. Update that channel now as well. Uh, 3 minutes. I'm gonna have to wait for that close either which way. Let's get that timestamps. That was, what's the date? 24th. Gold, no. Gold, London. Shorts, 0847. What time was that? 0852. Break even. Type 3. 3. Perfect. Yeah, I'll do so after stream, my brother. Shot Charles, appreciate it. Okay, so the way gold is closing right now, let's see the next 30 seconds. I'm only going to take entries over here. To get involved over here is going to be too aggressive for my liking. It made sense on the trade that we took, 100%. The setup was there. I mean, everything was there. But for me to get involved now at this aggressive point, even though you can anticipate it going down, there's not enough confirmation. All that Wix is just showing that we're actually struggling at that area. So the only entry I'm going to take is going to be the break of the previous 30-minute low, which is going to be there. Go. No top wick now on this 30 as well is also not the prettiest thing to see. So indecision candle, that's fine. I just want to see this candle, top wick, break that low, then I'll take it, and the setup will be like this. That will be the setup. 41 pip stop, and we'll target those lows of the Friday. Okay, that will be the sell side of things. Let's just have a quick little look on the contrary if it does decide to break its own high right now. So let's say, for example, this gold setup over here actually comes to break its own current high. I would be pretty keen on taking long positions in anticipation that it should fill that LTA, right? Once price closes above there on that 30/15, and then price can continue. That would be the other sort of plan. Okay, with that would be that daily now re-breaking its high, right? Would be the 4-hour trading back above that liquidity zone, which is right there. So the 4-hour trading back above there in anticipation that we should drive to the upside, as well as that that 30-minute getting that closure above. And then what you'll also be doing is trading this 30-minute, whether it's a retest or a change of structure, you are still micro bullish on the 30. So yes, your 30-minute is bearish, but at the moment you are doing a retracement. You see that? At the moment you're doing that. So we could catch that retracement to the upside. Okay. What's that? Yes, there'll be a type 4 buy, yes, sir. Based off this micro structure right there. And then what you'll also be anticipating is the fact that to the left hand side you have a range, right? So there's your range there. So the support level is the current resistance. If price does get back above there, we'll anticipate that it's then testing it as support to trade to these highs. So price to drive to that level. Okay, so you'll be range trading it. So that will be how I'll get onto the long positions if that is the case today. Okay, but we gotta sit tight, wait and see, and we can work forward from there. Any questions, do let me know, guys. I will see to there. See this hourly also closing below the level now. See, we could have done it off of the hourly based as well, but the thing is, there's no topic. So literally now, the only way I can get into gold at the moment is the break of that area. Unless she pops up, grabs liquidity, and then re-breaks its low, then I can attempt that early short again. But with no top wick, I can't do that. Because I still do anticipate this rollover, guys. It's just that there's no top wick at the moment. Because if I can do that earlier anticipation, that entry is going to be there. And then the setup's going to be like that. 28 pip stop. Still targeting that lows. In anticipation the price can drive down, but it's a bit tough with no top wick at the moment. On both my time frames, 30 and 50. That's just not it's not a setup I'll take. Because then throughout the position, whether it runs a million pips, it doesn't matter. Throughout the position, at the back of my mind, it will be saying, yo, there's no top wick on this. The only time the no top wick becomes okay is if it breaks that low and that low, because then at that point I'll see this as price grabbing enough liquidity so it does not need that. You with me? But now I can't just jump in. I'll run through GJ1's things, just get a bit more settled here, because we're still on the verge of possibly taking another position. MFX members in the Zoom, are you good?
All good, all good.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so if this does pop below here, boys, grab these shorts, okay? So it's going to be the re-break of these lows over here. Don't anticipate price can pop further down here for sure. Now re-breaking that previous 15 also. Might have a second position on the way, boys. Fire grabbing liquidity, the break of that floor will start to suggest shorts to the downside. But yeah, I have to wait now. With this candle not having top wick, this whole area right now for me I see as liquidity. So in order for me to get in the position is to break that liquidity. Okay guys, I'm gonna pop buy stops here. 23, 21, 30. Sell stops, my bad. Sell stops 23, 21, 30. Sell stops I'm putting in at 23, 21, 30. Just in case she does decide to just rip to the downside. If we had left that previous position open, I think we would have had the 10 by now. But you guys understand the risk that was involved there. That's why I couldn't leave it open. Because on a different day, it could have been a different scenario where it makes that top wick and starts driving up. Especially due to the fact that this is that micro uptrend right now. So this is price grabbing the liquidity. So I do have pending sell stops here at 23, 21, 30. If it does decide to break that floor and continue driving down, we'll be in that position. And if not, and it decides to pop back up from this point, we'll look for our buy positions around here. We need to trade what we see and not what we think at all times. So close to that top wick, it might as well go here today. And that'll be nice. If this current candle makes a top wick to re-break that low again, that's another confluence there. Okay, there's a top wick on gold right now. So definitely if it's going to come and re-break that low, guys, I'll be keen on taking that short. And on the contrary, if it does decide to pop back up, I will go long. And we'll target these resistance highs over here. So it's a patience game for me right now. Seems like this resistance holding quite nice. Okay, while we wait here, I think I'm just gonna pop in. I'll see the notification on my phone. While we wait here, boys, let's just have a look at GJ and what's been happening on Friday. Friday that was pushed. Friday pushed out of the zone. Look, personally, we finally out the zone. This was that zone that I just didn't want to trade. However, the closures on that weekend, the daily, is still not that interesting for me. Closing strong Maribozu outside the area. Let's clear this out quickly, and then we can start popping in our areas. Weekly closure above. Okay, so we're starting to gauge upon volume now. You're so close to that quarter pip. More than likely it's going to tap that quarter pip with it weekly closing above the previous week's high, suggesting that we're starting that higher high and higher low structure. On that daily, I don't like them. Look, you'll notice by now I'm not a fan of Maribozu closures. I see them as that last minute price, that last minute pump to the price of liquidity, and that's why I use them actually as reversal candles. So I think I'm just going to mark in the current daily high to understand that we've made those lows, right? So if you're going to re-break that current daily high, I'll anticipate price to continue driving, and the drive for me is going to be 202,500. About 34 pips to that area. Yeah, I've got a 4-hour resistance formed. Uh, 4-hour support is very tight there. I'll obviously have to adjust it on the 30. So we're there. And the play for me will be like this. On that 4-hour, we can see we've driven quite high without retesting the level of liquidity that it's broken out of. So there is a probability that, not probability, a possibility that price is forming that resistance to pull back to that level of liquidity right there and then drive. And then obviously if it just breaks that highs right now, I'll anticipate price to just continue to the upside. So that's my 4-hour zones. I don't think I'm going to add any more, but more so on the 30-minute to understand that price could pull back to that level if it is going to short. So let's get that out quickly. So it's going to be very straightforward for me. Actually, how big is this zone? About 17 odd pips. Is it worth me getting involved? That is the question. Let me see liquidity. Look, you have your micro support right here. You do definitely have your micro support right there. How big is this zone? About 16, 17 pips. It's decent. I mean, I can get involved there as a type 3. So the idea would be that if we are rejecting these highs, we have that micro support over there. Once you start breaking that area, we anticipate price to roll over and retest that zone, because technically what is happening, guys, you are in a range. On this 30 minutes, you are ranging right now. So even if price is going to go anywhere, right, it's either going to pop off from this area and drive, or re-break that lows and tap into that larger 4-hour liquidity level. A big thing that I always ask is, where is the zone it needs to tap into to gauge upon volume in order to drive? So closures below that level is going to give me that aggressive shorts as a type 3. In anticipation that price will then pull back to the downside. Aggressive shorts. Here you have your safe buys. It's literally just going to be buying above those highs. That's type 4 straight forward, no problem, easy. And then you've got more aggressive shorts down here as well. Aggressive because it is against that overall structure. And then just a little bit of a fundamental insight. The yen rates are very low at the moment. Like the percentage rates, they are very low. You don't really have much investors going to the yen right now, which obviously means that they will pay more for a pound because their currency will slowly weaken. What's it? Aggressive sells. Okay, so for that I need closures below the level, guys. If I can get closures below the level, I can look for shorts. Other than that, closure above the high, I look for buys. Okay, so that's GJ, a very quick little breakdown in that. We've got that 15 close on gold. Okay, these buy stops, guys, I have to remove it just because now there's a support area right there. Okay, there's a support area right there. So as you can see, price did close below, struggled at that point. Why? Because of liquidity right there. Now popping back up to that quarter pip range. When we are so tight into a QP zone, I don't trade that zone just because I know that is large liquidity and price can literally mess around in that zone and we might be caught in it and then we sit in a ranging position. So for me to look for positions forward right now, I once again need to get below this area because now we formed a zone here. So now this is going to be a bit of a, let's call it a analysis adjustment, because I need to change my areas, because now I have this area right here. Can you see how it grabbed and formed support? Right, so I'm just adjusting my analysis right now because obviously I have more data, I can read it better. So this is going to be my area for me, and you'll see I'm not popping those wicks in within the liquidity because I'm using this area over there as my liquidity zone. Okay, so a slight little adjustment to gold as we go on. Obviously market adaptation is very important. Now that I've formed support there, I'll anticipate price to either break and drive or re-break that lows and short. It's just now I need closures either there or closures either there. So that was just a bit of an active adaptation that I had to do. But guys, just excuse me for 2 minutes. I'll be back shortly. Any questions, do let me know in the chat and I'll get back to you as I come back. But we've taken one trade today, got break even on that. We pushed about 9.4 pips, very close to TP. I just had to go to break even on that, and you understand now why, right? Now that the market is moving, you understand why I had to secure break even on that position, in opposed to letting it, we would still be in the position right now, you know what I mean? So in opposed to letting it faff around with me, go back to drawdown knowing that there's no topic. So just give me like 2 minutes, I'll be back shortly as we continue to wait for these positions. Let me just pop this in for those that maybe pop onto YouTube while I'm gone. This is my no trade zone. This is my aggressive short area. This is my aggressive long area. and then my safest short area will come below there. Okay, now it's a patience game. Let's wait for our setup to come to us, and then we'll take it. I'll be back shortly, guys. Yeah, what's happening here? Okay, popping up to that liquidity zone now, we might. You see, what I need here is I need price to is on. I need price to break that previous 4-hour high to start suggesting that we could continue driving up. Caught 10 pips on Nas runner start to be very nice. Well done, Charles. Well done. You're moving, eh? Hourly engulfing that previous as well. We just have the securities on this. I need price to close above. If she can do that, I'll be keen for gold longs. Just want to update this quickly. Got 30-minute closure in the next 5 minutes as well. See, the thing with it closing above on this candle is you don't really have that solid 5 support that you'd want. So then I'd have to base stop loss off of previous candle low. If it is the case that I take the trade off of this confirmation candle. So in the meantime, guys, let's get that. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those subs up. Road to 1,500 subscribers. Let's run it up. We will be starting to do weekly giveaways. Every week, I will be giving away something special. This week will be $5,000 Vault Runner Challenge. So stay tuned for that. And then MFX News, I got something for you guys as well. Oh, back in 23, 27. Yes, yeah, for sure, it's possible. Look, that's where I want the position. I want it. If it's going to be buys, it needs to re-break its current daily high, and it needs to start trading above that 23, 27 level for sure. That's what I'm looking at the moment. But we need those confirmations, guys. Okay, we're all breaking those highs right now, guys. So for me personally, if I get a closure above this level, I'm going to target those buys. Breaking those highs quite nice now. Got 2 minutes left. So it will be something like this, and then my stop will be somewhere around there. Where's that 15-minute low? So it's going to be like there. So something like that. Okay. But I need the closure. No close, no trade. No close, no trade. And then the next candle needs to give me a bottom wick first, and then I'll anticipate price can continue driving. This will be that oval target right there. Okay, got a minute left here. Yeah, this will be just a normal type 4, guys. In anticipation that 4 hour now also broke those highs, we should pop up to these 4 hour resistance areas here. Okay. Only con I can put on the trade is where it's at on the daily. It is at a bodily support level. It's the only con I can put on it, which is fine. Every trade has a con. But my confluences for the positives are way higher. So this is a trade I'll take every day. Okay. This is going to be entry around here. Need that bottom wick first, eh? No bottom wick, no trade. No bottom wick, no trade, ladies and gentlemen. Oval target is there. There we go. That's exactly what I want. Giving my bottom wick right now. Simple type 4. 40 pip stop. I'm gonna go ahead and put buy stops 23, 28, 25. It's my buy stop. 23, 28.25. Okay, so I have buy stops. I have pending buy stops activated at the moment. Buy stop is at 23, 28, 25 in anticipation that prices now close back above the level. We could drive to the upside if we can break the previous high. If we can break the previous high. Okay. Stop loss is going to be the previous 15-minute low for 40 pips because there is no nearby 5-minute support level. You with me? And then target 1 will obviously be 10. And then TP2 will be this high here. And then your final TP is up there. Okay. So TP1, 10. TP2 is what? 26. And then final TP up there for 54. Let's see if she can continue this morning. I've got everything I want for the setup. Looks good. See, this 4 hours should not come back down and break its own body even. Obviously then it could be tapping to bodily, as I mentioned, that body we want to enter is also on that daily, so if it does tap into that and reject, it's fine, we understand. However, now with the way this price is set up, it shouldn't. We should have the volume to drive right through. So we have buy stops 23, 28, 25. Let's see how she goes. I actually got slipped there, so I'm activated right now. So I'm in this position right here, boys. Just moving it 23, 28, 25. This is my current trade. I got entry at exactly that. My spread just pulled me in earlier. So I'm entry 23, 28, 25. Running on this right now. We've got stops over here below the previous 15-minute low. Just because I don't have that 5-minute support nearby. So that's where I had to put my stop loss. Okay, so let's see how she goes. At TP1, as usual, I will go to break even and also secure partials. Okay, right, second trade for the day. Let's see how it plays out. First trade we did get about 9.4 pips and then she went to break even, so I'm fine with that. Let's see how the second one plays out this morning. At TP1, I will be going to break even and secure partials, as I've mentioned. Let's go, gold. Let's go. We're almost there. Almost there. There we go. TP1 smacked on gold, going to break even and securing partials. Dubs, boy. Dubs. Let's get it. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together, eh? Beautiful stuff on gold right there. Let's get W's in the chat for that beautiful win. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We've got runners going. Let's see how the rest can run. However, I have secured 80% at TP1. I'm happy with that. That's another dub for us on this fine Monday. What can I say? Once you can read the charts, it really advances you a lot. To be able to adapt to market conditions, to be able to adapt to structures, to be able to read what's happening in the markets at all time. That's what we do here at MFX. And if you want to level up your trading, guys, and be able to do what I do on a daily basis as well as alongside my students, join our mentorship program, where we'll educate you on how to do what I do on a daily basis and catch these moves just like me. The biggest thing is the independence behind it. I want my clientele and my students to be doing the same thing, and they are, which is really good. Put a question mark in the chat if you didn't understand why I took the trade. MFX members, we're good. You understand why I took the trade, right? That was a very nice one. Can we get TP2? That'll be pretty cool. And then regarding the stop loss, so you'll see I had to use that previous 15 low. Do you understand why I did that? Why is that, Vince? Hoekom?
I don't know why. It's on my FT5 here, but I can go to DJ. It gives me the selling buy option. I'm gonna send you the thing now.
Okay, that's TP1, boys, and my runners is stopped out. So that's a 10 pip trade for us, and that is another dub for MFX live on stream with you guys. Beautiful stuff, man. Absolutely stunning. I'll journal that now as well. So we're looking at two trades taken today. First one was really close, literally 9.4 pips away from target. Then ended up being break even just because that's how I saw it was best to manage it. And would you look at that? The management played out so perfectly that it put me in a position where I could understand the market and then look for a re-entry as I had to adapt to the market conditions as we form that support. So literally, if I had been stubborn and not listened to myself being able to read the market, I would have lost that first trade. So because I managed that position, so the biggest thing there was I was 0.6 pips away from TP1 with no top wick on that 15. Why would I even want to see drawdown? You know what I mean? So at that point, look, you can even secure it 9.6 pips. I mean, 0.4 pips. What is that really? You can secure it. You know what I mean? So at that point, I then took the liberty of going to break even. Got a break even on that trade, and then this is now the second trade that we've taken, and we just hit TP1. So I'm happy for the day. I'm done for the day, ladies and gentlemen. I hit my target. Put a dub in the chat if you learned something today. The making money part is easy. It's actually child's play, but the educational side, that's the biggest thing that I try and push on everybody. Literally, it's going to sound funny for me to say it, but it's just the honest truth. Once you understand the market structure, the candlestick anatomy, the supply and demand way of the way I trade, this is literally child's play. Trading is easy. The biggest thing is your psychology, your mental state, and your discipline. Also, that forms then the backbone of your routine. Once you have the chart work fine, the biggest thing is you. And once you have you fine, bro, then you're going to be an absolute beast on the charts. And that is why we can switch off completely the weekend, come back and do the same thing again. Because it's like second nature. It's like riding a bicycle. It's the same shit every day. It was interesting, the stop loss below the 50-minute candle without a 5-minute floor. Definitely 100%. 100%. I'm glad you learned there, Yanet. Got that Krispy Kreme entry? Yes, sir. I like Krispy Kreme for breakfast. I'm not even gonna lie.
Did you chow those money ones yet, boss?
That's the problem one. I understand now. That's the problem one. I can't stop. I cannot stop. I can't stop.
I discovered, when was it? Not last night, the night before.
Yeah.
To McDonald's, and they've got this thing called McPops. My bro.
I was like, who did I tell?
Dangerous thing.
Oh, I was speaking to Jason about that. That's also like the chocolate inside.
Bro. Yeah, that thing's dangerous and it's so cheap, bro.
Bruh. I
3 pieces for 12.
and it will change your life, eh? It will change your life. Oh, Goldilocks, baby. Look at this thing. What was that? Was that on gold, Simon? Jason, did you get that? Same time. Ferns, just read your email. I'm sure they sent out the email this morning. Gold. Gold was the one, boys. Gold was the one. We called it. Stunning, stunning stuff. Stunning stuff, man. Let me just journal that. Where's this thingamabob? Charles, I'm gonna get this to you as soon as we're done. Another day, another dollar, guys. All caught live on stream. London buys. What time was that? And we're done before 10. Done before 10, made our money, we good. Caught a lacquer bag. Oh, that's a nice one. So trade was taken 09 32. TP got hit. Damn. That's crazy. 2-minute TP. Gold was the one. Look at this. Look at this. Bias on GJ. Well, bias on GJ. Bias on GJ, my brother. Should be 4. No, 2v2. But it'll probably change by now. I haven't done my bias yet because this GJ is not really something that I want to trade right now. Yeah, 30 is bullish. Broke that high. Yeah, 4v0. 4v0 on GJ, brother. But guys, I'm done for the day. Hit my target. I feel like today was a great stream because there was so much knowledge dropped today. Even when I took that sells, when I was in the trade, while I closed the position, then adapting to markets as it forms support to wait for that next position. Look what it's doing. All I can say is MFX way. That's all I'm going to say. Once you learn these things, you are sorted. Let me jump to my Cargill game for the day, and then I'm going to call it a session. Now what I need to do, got my money, we good? Sorry, Carl is having an off day? What? How can a game have an off day? Hey, XC. How can a game have an off day? I have to do well. Bank holiday for bank holiday for Cardinal? Chassis. That's something new. Yes, Charles, I am there. I'm there. Don't have to even ask me twice. I can't believe that. Okay, first word will be trade. Oh my gosh. So it involves a D. 5-letter word involves D. It's just in the wrong place. What can it be? What can it be, boys? I'm not here. Cheers, Steven. Cheers. Have a like one. Five-letter word involves a D. What can it be? Didn't mean to rhyme, but I think it's my time. Five-letter word. What can it be? Dunks. D is in the right place. Drinks? No. Help me here, boys. What's this word? Drone. Okay. I know it. It can't be drone. It can't be drone, bro. Doom. No. Okay, that's also letters we can't use. Did that TP take you guys' thought process out? What's going on here? You know, make me guess this word alone here. If I must guess this word, we're gonna sit until tomorrow. Dorms. So I'm just gonna use these letters because I just want to get it's D-O. It's probably not gonna be this, but I literally thought of dodgy. Dodgy. Dodgy, 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 dummy. D-O. Just, what is this? Dolls. Young Dolph. Dolly. Is it Dolly Pot? Hey, XC. Jordan with the dub. I don't know if Jordan said it first or Knowles. I don't know who said it first, but Jordan Knowles, you guys can claim that trophy together. I don't know who got it first, but www.winners.com. Well done. You gonna give Jordan the win? Okay, yeah, Jordan. It's all you, Jordan. Well done. You tell me where you got that word from. Dolly. GG though. GG's, guys. That is me today on stream. 2 trades taken, 1 break even, 1 10 pips, 2 dubs. All caught live. Besides the making the money part, I feel like today's trade was big education. Big education. The first trade, the management of it, the adaptation to the second trade, the placement of that stop loss, I feel like was big education. So YouTube, I'm gonna love and leave you. MFX members, I'll see you tomorrow as well. Have a blessed day further. MFX members, we got to get those one-on-ones booked this week. Let me see you guys. Let's see your progress. And then Friday accountability as well. For those on stream, if you want to level up and trade the way I do, you guys know the drill. Join the mentorship program. Everything you need is in there. But guys, thank you so much for your time. I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Early day today. 8 minutes till 10. Can still have a lovely day. Cheers, boys. I'm out. Cheers, brother.